Hello, people. Lionheart, Legacy of the Crusader. Promised a CRPG that's good, but not many people heard about it, so here it is. This game belongs among legends with Fallout 1 and 2, Baldur's Gate, Torment, and Icewind Dale series. The game was released in August 2003 from Reflexive Entertainment, and it's a mix of Diablo 2, well, of all Diablos, like 50-50 with action RPG style and CRPG style. Uh, but yet again, it's still worth your time if you like a challenge. So let's go to the sections. The story. Under the spell by mysterious character, main villain here in a game, when Richard the Lionheart massacred 30,000 prisoners during the Third Crusade, he tore the fabric of reality. Magic, creatures, and monsters came to our world from other dimensions. The game takes its place in 16th century. Villain goal is to permanently open those portals, dimensional portals, while us, the players, our goal is to stop him from opening them. We are descendants of Richard the Lionheart. It's a fine story, nothing special, but still fine. I would give it a 7 out of 10. The next section are game bugs with very few crashes and some minor bugs. It's not a perfect experience, but those penalties often come with RPGs, and developers were completely unexperienced when they made this game. They were very young back then. So 7 out of 10 again here for how the game works overall. Game time as the next section. It took me around 45 hours to complete the game with investigating all there is in it. If you rush it through a main story, around 35 hours is needed, maybe even less. The game, as all RPGs, has a very good replay value, but you will have enough of it in one playthrough, I guess. Well, I guarantee that. 8 out of 10 for this section for the game time. I think it's fair. Game difficulty as the next section. The main reason why a lot of RPG players complained about this game is actually the difficulty. You will fight a lot, you will rage a lot, and the game is very, very difficult. That's all I have to say about it. I loved that part, but it's not for everyone for sure. 8 out of 10 here, but my merit is not that valid here and not valid for casual players too. The game is extremely hard, old school style. Maps and graphics for the next section. From Barcelona or Barcelona or however you like to call the city, forests, sewers, and Nostradamus caves to crypts, castles, fortresses, and Persian deserts, this game actually offers a lot of diversity. Barcelona was its best moment, and it's in the beginning of the game in Act 1. Graphics are fine for this 14 years old game already, a bit outdated, yeah, but it's a CRPG and it's acceptable. We CRPG lovers never cared about graphics that much, yeah. You can see how this game looks in picture slideshow here after all. 8 out of 10 considering it's a 15 years old game, so it's 8 out of 10. Gameplay. Alright, gameplay. Fantastic scenario. In Act 1 you will be placed in Barcelona. This game is rich with history and great middle age environments. I loved it here in Act 1. Inquisition in Barcelona on every corner. They're in control of the city and you will love to hate them. You can even join them if you want. You will choose in some fractions to join here, like Templars, Knights of a Saladin, Inquisition, and so on. You will always get a lot of options to choose from too. You will move from Spain to France, you will cross Pyrenees, you will meet interesting characters along the way, very interesting characters along the way, and while doing all of that, your mission remains to find a holy Christian relic that will close the portals to other dimensions and, of course, save the world. You can modify and create your characters to pick locks, fight with swords and shields, or be a mage in the game. You don't pick a class at the start of the game like in 90% of CRPGs. Uh, so what is bad, you wonder now, in the gameplay? Choices and consequences, that's what's bad. No alignments, no reputation, no glory, no statuses. Whatever you choose, consequences are small or non-existent. Too bad for that. They had such a great game, but they lacked resources to build it completely. And this game shines in Act 1, then that glowing thing from it fades away a bit in Act 2, and after that it just scales down, and only because of fucking money, because of the resources, unfortunately. It was barely released because devs couldn't finish the game. Somehow they made it, and we got this product. It really shines in Act 1. Does all of this make a game bad? No, definitely not. I had a lot of fun. Combat is fluid and fast. Conversations were very interesting, I might add. And main quest was solid. And plus we had a lot of different areas too. 8 out of 10 seems fair to me for this section. Leveling now as the next section. Basic stuff here. Strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck for primary stats. Then we have derived statistics, as they call them here. Basically, those are action points, armor class, healing rates, hit points, mana, and resistance on type of damage done, the damage you receive. Of course, there are traits too. A lot of traits, I might add, and I'll name one to explain what the traits are here. Renaissance Man as one of the traits. You gain +1 to intelligence, but 10 points penalty to one-handed weapons. Trade-offs, classical traits in RPGs. We got 4 races to pick from: Demokin, Feralkin, Pureblood, and Sylvans. Now you add their perks on top of that, because each of the class has different perks and different playstyles too, and there are a lot of perks again. I'm gonna name one, for instance. Ghost is the name of the perk. Your sneak skill is enhanced by +20 points. One of the perks. Now we add skills on spells, perks, and traits. And skills and spells have amazing amount of variety also, just as the CRPG should be after all. Very, very, very good variety here. 9 out of 10 easily for this section. Okay, we're done with leveling. Next section is itemization. Again, a lot here this game has to offer. From hammers to swords, two-handed, one-handed, different types of armor classes, and special items, also unique items, all is fucking here. Everything, they covered absolutely everything. The game is hard only because items are weak, and you will need to work hard to gain good items, but more on that on the next section. 8 out of 10 for itemization. By working hard to gain good items, we're gonna talk in the section Npcs and Enemies, because it's very important. The section where this game shines the most is NPCs and enemies. How? Well, we got Miguel de Cervantes, William Shakespeare, Galileo Galilei, Niccolo Machiavelli, and Leonardo da Vinci, Joan of Arc, and many, many more historical characters in this game. It's great. You will speak with the undead version of Joan of Arc. You will help Leonardo da Vinci to build his flying machine. You will search for William Shakespeare's eternal muse. You'll search for Nostradamus and his guide for the future. You will fight with Cardinal Torquemada. Uh, it's a history galore here. I love that. I know those characters lived in different periods, but in this game, there is a story behind it that I won't spoil how they all came to be in a one timeline. You can guess what I said in a story, then compare. You'll fight with rats, monsters, animals, knights, inquisition, yetis, and ghosts, and many, many more different enemies also. Great diversity for NPCs. They're interesting and a lot of different enemies, plus boss fights, of course. We got a full package here. In previous section, I was speaking about special items. Once you complete some quest for, let's say, William Shakespeare or Niccolo Machiavelli, you'll gain a special item that's actually good. They consider this as side quests, by the way. Some of historical characters are for side quests, some are for the main quest. But rewards are usually great. NPCs and enemies as a full package again will get 10 out of 10. It's perfect. Too bad they didn't have enough resources to make the game as they wanted. Sound and music as the last section. Forgettable music, nothing special. Sound effects are, well, mediocre and very little voice acting here with some little cinematics. They make a nothing special effects score, let's call it like that, but again, they lacked resources. You gotta have that in mind all the time. 5 out of 10 is fair here for Lionheart. So now we have a conclusion. With 10 different sections and score 78, we have an overall of 7.8 out of 10 for this game. Now, considering low resources and the year that this game was released, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. A good, tough, and challenging CRPG, little rough on its edges. I would still recommend it to all RPG and CRPG lovers here. I had my fun 15 years ago, and I hope you guys will have it too. Thanks for watching. If you stay till the end, see you on the next one.